Welcome to the Level Up Your Gym podcast. I'm your host, Joe Hashey, and today we're talking about how to keep your current members much longer. Now, always before we jump into this, you can grab our free video series at levelupyourgym.com. That's a daily educational video hitting your inbox. It's like a gym business masterclass in bite-sized videos. So today's 3 things I want to teach you have to do with keeping your members longer. There is a cost to getting people in the gym. Now, if you're still in the stage where you say, I only grow through word of mouth, well, eventually there's going to be more of a cost, and the word of mouth cost is that it's going a little bit slower than the bigger companies that are investing in marketing. Once you invest in getting someone into your gym, they're more likely to stay with you. They're cheaper to stay with you each month, obviously, if you have them on recurring billing. But you're going to run into some issues with retention if you're not taking care of these 3 things. Here's number 1. It's the onboarding process. That's not just the first session. That's not a consultation. That's not the free week. This is the first 50 days is how we look at it. You can do it longer. 60, 90 days are common too. But people need to have all their common questions answered in a very effective way when they join your facility, such as how do I schedule? How do I get nutrition guidance? What happens if I need to reschedule an appointment? Who do I reach out to if I have a billing question? All those create friction in their mind if they don't have their answers up front. Every single month there's a reminder on my phone, and today was the day it actually went off, where it says revisit the first 50, where we dive in on a deeper level on how we can better tweak our onboarding program. For the first 50 is what I focus on, and the staff takes it from there through the first 90 days. But here's some suggestions on to make your onboarding successful. Number 1, you should have an email list, and each email should tell them only one thing. Don't dump it all in one email and confuse them. When they join your facility, within a week, they should land on your email list, and they should get some auto responses. These are emails that are pre-written that everyone in your facility gets. Number 1 should be how to schedule their sessions. Even if you go over in person, even if it's as simple as go to this website and click on the session you want, hit enroll, put in an email, put it in their inbox and say, I know things happen a lot. It's kind of overwhelming when you go in and join something new, so we want to make this process super simple for you. We talked about how to schedule your session, but here's the link for you in your inbox. In case you ever need it, here's a friendly reminder. Now, email 2, because that one's solving a problem they're going to have. Email 2, you can tell them about your community a little bit, what they can expect as a member of your facility. Email 3 should be inviting them to some sort of community. We love our private members Facebook page. Now, that would be an entire other podcast because that's so important to our company and how we run that and how we integrate it into our business. But you need to send them something as part of the community. It could be a personal video from you. Thank you so much for joining. We're excited to have you as part of our team or part of our membership. If you need any help, here's my personal cell phone. Shoot me a text. I am always here to make sure you get what you need. A personal video like that could go a long way. We do it in our members page where I have an intro video that re-explains how to do the sessions and gives them a heads up, sets expectations for what they'll see out of that membership page, and we deliver for them. We also do, after they get on their email series, that kind of spans the first week and then it spreads out once a week after that. For the first 50 days. We also check in with a text after the first 14 days and a personal phone call on the first 21 days. Now, these aren't just only to check in to see how they're doing. If they are doing great, it's an awesome opportunity to give them a chance to bring a friend, a referral incentive program. You talk to them on the 21-day mark. They say they love the results. They love the staff. You say, well, would anyone else like to come join you? Since you're a member, we'll be able to hook them up with a free week. We just need to get them on the schedule. And then you schedule out your first referral from that person. So to keep members longer, you need to onboard them correctly and put some serious thought into it. These are just suggestions. We can do a whole podcast, probably 2 or 3 10-minute podcasts on onboarding just to scratch the surface. But hopefully that gives you some direction on answering their frequently asked questions and integrate them into your community during your onboarding system. The second thing is setting proper expectations. I get fired up when I hear this marketing concept like over-deliver. Well, if you're always over-delivering, that means you're setting the bar way too low. You need to set very clear expectations with your members and then deliver on them. For example, when you get your health form, they sign up, you'll say, you'll get an email from me within 24 hours with your link to schedule your sessions. Then you deliver that, you meet that expectation. Don't start letting small things fall through the cracks, especially at the beginning when they're getting a little bit of that buyer's remorse on a bigger purchase like a gym membership. You need to make sure that whatever you say you're going to do, you do. So set those expectations properly, and it could include what you're doing during the session. So for our gym, in our facilities, we have 3 of them. We practice this all the time with our gym members, our gym staff. Say, when you come in, expect to be greeted by name. We love to get to know our members and make sure that we're delivering on your goals. Each session is going to be personal for you, so if you have any questions or simply feedback for your trainer, always speak up. That's super common here. So you're basically normalizing them being able to say something to your staff. Because if they leave with a question, chances are they're going to leave your gym. They need someone to talk to. They need someone to say, my elbow hurts today. Is it okay if I do lower body instead of upper body? They might not know that unless you set that as an expectation. So give them those points of context. Set expectations that are important to your company and in alignment with your core values. And you're going to make them feel a lot more comfortable with raising their hand and asking questions before they just simply pack up their stuff and leave. Here's the last one, attendance. I love to track attendance. Every month we get our attendance report and we check out varying numbers because we get to know the members pretty well. But I like to know if members aren't attending 6 or more sessions during a month. Now our packages are usually 8 sessions minimum and then 12 and then unlimited. So if they're only showing up 6 or fewer, they're not making all their sessions. When that happens, that's a leading indicator that they're going to leave your facility. They're probably weighing out in their head, even if it was something serious, even if it was like a work thing, they couldn't make it, and they were traveling or something happened, they're going to start weighing out like, hey, I paid for these sessions that I didn't end up using. You need to do a check-in. You need to run your attendance, and once you get that attendance report, first speak to the staff members that worked with them. They might have some more information for you. And then you reach out to that person in a very non-threatening way. Say, hey, we noticed that you only made it in 6 times this month. I wanted to check in to see if there's anything we can do to help you schedule or, whatever you think that their issue might be from your info from the staff. Check in with them. That accountability means the world to them. It's a high value. You're not bothering them unless you do it in a weird way. And here's what I mean by a weird way. We've gotten a lot of members from another facility that runs their attendance report, and if someone comes, I think it's 6 or less, they put them in a penalty box for a week. Like, hey, you didn't attend your 6 sessions. That was your promise to us. We're going to penalize you, and you can't sign up for sessions for the next week, like in a threatening, we gotcha kind of way. I always thought that was weird, and fortunately, a lot of people in our area think it was pretty weird, so they would come join us because there was no flexibility. Say, hey, I got stuck at work. I got stuck in late. My child got sick, or my kid had practice, or my car broke down. I couldn't come in for a week, and here people are suspending me. It just seems so weird, so don't be that type of person. Check that attendance, but follow up in a meaningful and caring way so you can keep your members longer. Too much of gym business focus on getting new members. I think we would all be better served, including your members, if we focused on keeping the members we have a lot longer. So instead of trying to, they call it filling the leaky bucket. It's like trying to pour in more water and it's just leaking out the bottom. Plug those holes first. Then you can start some more expensive membership acquisition strategies. But until that point, get your stuff together on tightening up the ship. And I look forward to talking to you in the next podcast. This is Joe, levelupyourgym.com, signing out.